everybody, it's Nathan with the Disc Store again. We are here to talk about a lot of cool new stuff today. As you can see, we've got a lot of disc golf discs on this table. Almost everything on this table is brand new. We've never had in the store before. So a lot of cool new stuff to check out. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and sharing this on this video so that you can, hey Mira, so that you can win some of the stuff we're going to give away. We'll announce some of the giveaways in just a little bit. We got some new Kiko socks, which would be great for disc golf or ultimate, I assume. But Mira's going to talk about those in a minute. We're going to give away one of our double stamped Wizards. This came as a misprint from our actual Eagle and Warrior Spirit discs. These are available on our website, have been for a while. All sorts of cool colors and flexes. We can get rid of that sign. I keep leaving it there. All sorts of cool colors, flexes. Check those out on our website. I think they're $12.89 right now, maybe $15.89. They're cool. Wizards are great discs. Check them out. We're going to give this guy away. I think we have one or two other giveaways that will let me know when they happen. Mira, why don't you start by telling us about these cool new socks that we have?
So these are Kiko socks. They were designed and are the brainchild of Lisa P., who is one of the top ultimate players in the country/world. She's awesome. We're really excited to work with her and excited to bring you guys Kiko socks, which, like Nathan said, are great for ultimate, and we're guessing they're going to be great for disc golf too. We haven't tried them yet.
Comfy socks are always good for disc golf.
I would probably just wear them around my house as well. But I tried them out for League the last few weeks, and I love them. They are a little bit thicker, but in the right places that you want for cutting and for playing ultimate. They're like, I've always worn just whatever socks I had around my house to play, and I put these on and was like, oh, I'm only going to ever wear good Kiko socks when I play ultimate now, because they're just awesome. They really are, they provide a lot of cushion, and they're a little bit higher on the ankle. You're not going to get sores, on your ankles from your cleats or anything like that, and I really like them a lot. I tried them out, and I know Evan, who also works here, tried them out as well, and we both came back the next day and we're like, wow, those are the best socks ever, and they're awesome. I love them.
So one of my favorite features that I just noticed about these socks, for those of you who struggle a little bit at the early morning tournaments, they are labeled left and right, so that you make sure to get them on the right feet. So again, those early morning ultimate tournaments where you're still a little groggy and not really all there, she helped you out and made sure you got your socks on the right feet.
Yeah, and they do come in 4 different colors. So we have this teal on blue.
I think it's called aqua on the site.
Aqua on teal.
Yeah, or aqua is the color
Just
name.
aqua? Teal aqua. We got teal aqua. We have purple teal. We got a blue gray and red black, and they come small, medium, and large, so there's a size and a color for everybody. I got these teal aqua ones because I think they're the best, but there really is something for everybody, and like we said, they're awesome for ultimate. They'll be awesome for disc golf. They're just good socks, and I'm really excited about them.
And if you guys didn't see, they all have this cute little penguin niched on the ankle. So if you didn't want to buy them for any other reason, cute penguins are always a good reason to buy something.
I know a few penguin lovers that would probably buy these just for that reason.
So guys, how much are these? People are asking.
These are $11.89, which is really an awesome price for good socks. So they're a good deal and good quality. I definitely recommend them. If I didn't say that already, I really like them.
Yeah, they feel great. I haven't actually worn them yet, but just feeling them in my hands, they feel like they're going to be great. A little extra padding, help you keep from getting the calluses ultimate players are known for, and have your feet not be as tired at the end of the night.
Yeah, and I was always somebody who wore like double layers of socks just to have enough cushion in my cleats. So these, I'm down to one pair of socks, and makes getting ready for games easier. I like them a lot.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give away a pair of those socks. Cool. So we want you guys to comment what color you would like. And if you comment on what color, that will enter you in to win a pair of these Kiko socks. Guys, you have the next 30 seconds to comment. So you can comment with red, you can comment with blue, you can comment with purple, and then you can comment with teal. And so you guys give your favorite color, and we will make sure and pick a winner of someone like that. We'll make sure and get you guys the size that you need and what color you want. So we're going to give a pair of socks away in 10 seconds. So again, enter to win a pair of socks. These are Kiko socks, brand new performance socks. You could use them for ultimate or disc golf. Red, purple, teal, or blue. So I'm scrolling through here, guys, and I'm going to keep scrolling. I'm going to pick a winner here in about 5 seconds. Here we go. The winner of a pair of red Kiko socks is Sam Ford.
All right.
Sam Ford. Go ahead and email us at service@discstore.com, Sam, to claim your prize, or you can message us on Facebook. Congrats on your socks.
Cool. Yeah, definitely check those out. I'm going to have to get a pair of those and try them on and see how they feel. But they look great. It's cool. Another cool product brought to you by the Disc Store.
Yeah, Benjamin said, you had me at cute penguin.
We're telling you, that's what gets people. All right.
All right. So we need a cute penguin stamp is what you're telling us.
Yeah.
Well,
if that's what you're
speaking
asking
of cute
for.
penguin on a disc, what should we tell them about this week that's going on?
What
The
should we
sale.
tell them?
The winter
Oh,
clearance.
yeah, we do have the winter clearance sale. Completely forgot
We're
about
on
that.
the same page.
Which, speaking of the winter clearance sale, the big item on that are these Play Ultimate hoodies. They come in orange and blue. They are $10 off through this weekend only. So if you haven't gotten one of these yet, they're super warm. Like, I'm actually a little too warm wearing this right now. But check them out on the website. $10 off this weekend only. They're great hoodies. What else is in that winter clearance sale, Mira?
We have a few other items. I know our ugly sweaters are in the winter clearance, and any other cool winter items that we brought you guys this Christmas season, we have on that winter clearance.
We have hipster Santa discs. We have hipster
like
Rudolph discs. We have the penguin disc. We have a peppermint super color, and we have the super color ugly disc. So we have a lot of discs and a lot of long sleeve apparel. So hipster Santa jersey and a few different hoodies. So everything is at least $7 off in that section. You click on Ultimate and then Winter Clearance, and you can find everything in that section.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to get some of those cool discs that you didn't get over the winter, or you want a duplicate of. Go on our clearance right now, get one, and get a really good deal on it.
Yep, check those out.
All right.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so I'm going to start going through all the new disc golf stuff. Mira, are you going to hang out or are you going to get back to work?
Can I show them that one?
Yes, Mira is really excited about one of these, so we're going to let her talk about those.
Check these guys out. We don't always have, all of the stamps that companies come out with, but we just got these watermelon discs from Axiom Discs. They are, I don't actually know, they're theories, so they're a good mid-range, should be fairly understable, a good thrower that really anybody could probably pick up and throw. And they look like watermelons, and I'm really excited that we got them.
Yeah,
so,
they're a pretty sweet stamp. They ends the color combos. Like Axiom has some really cool color combinations, but you don't always know what you're getting.
Yeah.
So this one, you know what you're getting, and they're pretty sweet. These are on the website for $19.89. We can't sell them lower than that, so it's the cheapest you're going to get them anywhere. Check them out. I've only got 5 or 6, so if you want a watermelon, get on it really quickly.
Yeah. Okay, that's the only one that I was super excited to talk about, so I'm going to head back, do some work, and let Nathan talk to you guys about some more discs that we have. So have fun. Kill it.
All right, again, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, asking questions, sharing this video, and you'll be entered to win some of the other stuff we got to give away. Can't give away any of those. Those are going to be a hot item. So we got lots of new stuff. Everything on this table is brand new to the disc store. I might have been out for a little bit. We just got them in. As you can see behind me, there's 6 or 7 boxes of discs I need to get listed on the website. We got a bunch of shipments coming in. So anything you're looking for disc golf-wise, we probably have it. It's going to be on the website in the next couple of days. Check it out. Got a really big restock of everything. So anything you're looking for, hit us up on the website. We'll find it for you, and you'll be good to go. So sticking with Axiom sister company, we just got these brand new Skullboy Proton Atoms. which we also just got stock stamp Proton Atoms. The Atom's a pretty straight putter that has only been available in Electron plastics up until this point. They just released the Proton versions, so the clear, super bright color plastic from MVP. It's a great putter. If you've been putting with Electron Atoms, this might be a better thrower because it's a little bit more durable plastic. So check those out. And they also released this limited edition Skullboy stamp. Skullboy is an artist that does a lot of really cool disc golf stamps. And this is MVP's new triple foil stamping, which is they're the only company that does it. They have 3 different foil colors in there, which is a pretty unique thing. And these are really cool stamps. The orange really pops. The pink one looks great too. They are releasing tomorrow morning. So the watermelon discs are online now. Will be online in a little bit. The Proton Atoms and some of the other MVP discs I'm going to show you, they release tomorrow morning. So you can get these guys as soon as I get here tomorrow morning. I'll turn them on and you can buy them. I think they're also $19.89. Limited edition. We were only allowed to get up to 20. There are only 1,000 of those stamps made, so they're pretty limited edition. They're going to be cool, a great collector item. Check those out. Along with the Atom being a putter that was only made in Electron plastic, the Anode, which is another pretty straight fighting putter from MVP, has only ever been made in Neutron and Proton plastics. They are releasing tomorrow in Electron plastics. So again, if you're an MVP putter and you like the Anode, these are now in a softer, more plastic than they've been before. So cool thing to check out. And again, as you guys are watching this video, if you have any questions about anything I'm talking about, just let Evan know and he'll try to get it to me, or I'll go back later tonight and you'll get a reply from Steve Nate. That's me and Steve's our disc store Facebook page, so we can respond to your guys' questions. I try to get to those a couple of times in the next day or two. So again, these are new, releasing tomorrow morning. Your first chance to get a hold of these. They feel great. And again, if you've looked at the anode, the premium plastics, this gives you some cheaper anodes and some grippier plastics. One of the super cool things that we just got in are these first run Legacy Pinnacle Phenoms. So Phenom's been it's been an icon plastic, but this is the first printing in Pinnacle, which Pinnacle is the little more durable, really cool, swirly colored plastic that they have. These are on the website right now. You can get these first run Phenoms. They've been pretty popular on some of the websites I've been looking at. They got a cool first run stamp on them. I've got a nice stack of them here. You can check those out on the website. It's a pretty straight, stable fairway driver. I think it's speed 8, glide 5, turn -1, fade 2. So it'll flip up nice, fly straight, and fade out solidly at the end. I've heard lots of good things from our Legacy throwers about the Phenoms. I picked them up. Just got them in icon plastic too. At a really big Legacy restock, bigger than we've had in a while. So if you're a Legacy thrower, check out all of our stuff on the website and pick up your first run Phenom. Along with that, like I said, we've kind of been low on our Legacy stock for a while. So for the first time, we've got all of Legacy's putters available. The Prowler, the Clutch, the Closer, and the Hunter. They cover pretty much all the spectrum of putter you want. The Prowler's a little more overstable. The Clutch is pretty straight. The Hunter's beadless and pretty straight. Again, kind of all over the place. Got a nice stock of all of those Legacy putters that we haven't had in a while on the website. So check those out as well. Evan, we got any questions we want to hit before we go too far?
We have a few questions. So, Chris wanted to know, and I'm not sure if we have any here. If we have any Pro Sharks.
We don't have any Pro Sharks in the store right now. I can look into that. We've kind of had a lower selection of Pro plastics. I've started to try to beef it up the last 6 months or so. So if that Pro Shark's something you're looking for, I'll try to get a hold of those as quick as I can. I have Star Sharks, Champion Shark 3s, and DX Sharks if you want to check those out.
All right. Next question. Benedict is asking for a good mid-range. Is there anything on the table that's mid-range?
We do have one mid-range. The only MVP disc I forgot to talk about. This is the Matrix, which this was in their Circuit Challenge, which is kind of like each company does a new disc release style tour where you got 3 MVP discs and you played with those 3. So this was the mid-range from the circuit challenge is what they call it. The Matrix is a pretty stable mid-range. It should throw, I think it's 5, 4, 0, 2.5. So it's a fairly quick mid-range. It's gonna fly straight for you and then fade out solidly at the end. Haven't had a chance to throw it yet, but it's going to hopefully in the next couple of months it'll be in an episode of This Disc is Great with Steve and Nate, which shameless plug for that. We're actually going to have our first episode live next Wednesday is the plan. Next Wednesday is going to be our first episode for This Disc is Great with Steve and Nate, and we're going to review The Sheriff, which is another disc we're going to get to. But this will be in there down the line. But it's, from what I hear, is a really solid mid-range. That's a good thing to go to. My typical recommendations are usually EMAC Truths or Buzzes. Those are really good starter mid-ranges. I can do just about anything I want to with an EMAC Truth. It's a staple in my bag and always will be. Anything else, Evan, before we go too far?
Yeah, let's say Star is asking us about a 10-year-old getting into disc golf, and what do you think a good set for him would be?
If you want to buy an actual set from any of the companies, your best option is going to be either Latitude 64 and Dynamic both have a easy-to-throw set. Latitude's is called their junior set. It's got some lighter weight discs in it. I can't remember if they have it, if it's different than the senior set or not. I can look into that for you. But the Dynamic definitely has a easy to throw beginner set that have the proof, the gavel, and I think the breakout in it. They're all designed in lighter weights, under 160 grams, which is better for younger players and people with less power. That's a really great set that I've heard lots of good things about, and check that out. The set was designed specifically for younger players, so it would be one of my better recommendations there.
Okay, we got a ton of questions today, but let's ask one more, and then we'll start going again.
We can't get all the questions during the live video, but I do try to go back through and answer as many that we don't get to later. So be on the lookout for those. I'll try to get as many of your questions answered as I can.
Okay, one question, and then we'll keep going. Jody is asking, anything close to an Eagle or Destroyer, trying to replace discs?
Well, actually, if you're looking for something close to a Destroyer, this is going to be a little closer to your older Destroyers, like your Avery Jenkins line. But this is the Fusion Sheriff. If you've seen some of our last videos, we talked a lot about the first run Sheriffs that came out in the Lucid plastic. We now have stock stamp Lucid Sheriffs back in stock. Check those out too. But they just released it in their Fusion plastic, which is similar to Star a little bit, not quite the same. So the difference between Lucid runs and the Fusion runs, in general, can't say this is always true across the board because discs are petroleum products and they're not as consistent as we would all like them to be. But in general, Fusion plastic is straighter out of the box and holds its stability longer. So generally, Lucid is more overstable when you first get it, but over time it breaks in and becomes a little less stable. This will be straighter out of the box, but stay that way longer. So like I said, we just got these Fusion Sheriffs in. They're Speed 13, Glide 5, Turn -1, Fade 2. But the Sheriffs that I've thrown so far are a little bit more stable than that. They're not going to be as meat hooky as your Macbeth Destroyers. They don't have that much fade, but they're going to have a fairly similar flight pattern. Like I said, this will be the first disc that we review next week on This Disc is Great with Steve and Nate, so we'll talk a lot more about it then. But I've liked it a lot. For me, it just overlaps a little bit too much with other discs in my bag, but it's a great disc. Get it some easy distance. It's a great forehand disc if that's what you're throwing your Destroyer for. I like it a lot. We're going to talk more in depth about it next week. All right, I'm going to move on a little bit. Keep asking your questions. Evan will write some down and get them to me. Another disc that me and Steve are really excited about, it'll probably be episode 2 of This Disc is Great with Steve and Nate, is the Shrike from Innova. We got the Star Shrikes in a couple weeks ago, about a month ago. They've sold really well. I can't hardly keep them on the shelf. And we just got the Champion Shrikes. So again, similar to Fusion versus Lucid, Champion plastic tends to be a little more overstable, which, as you can tell, this is the G-Star Shrike. Its numbers are 13.6, -2, 2. The Champion Shrike is 13.6, -1, 2. So it's not going to have as much high-speed turn. So it's not going to flip up as much or flip over as much, depending on what you're throwing it with. And it's going to hold its line a little better than the Star plastic. But again, it'll beat in probably a little bit quicker than Star, and get some more of that flat out of it. But so we got a nice big stack of these Champion Shrikes. I haven't thrown a champion one yet, but I love my Star Strike. It's got such easy distance. I don't have to throw it nearly as hard as my other disc. It's really controllable as far as if I hyzer it stays hyzer. If I throw it flat, it'll go flat. I can turn it over if I want to. I'm loving this disc. You guys need to check it out if you haven't. So again, I also got these G-Star Strikes, which I brought these out just to tell you guys we got another big Innova shipment in with a lot of molds of G-Star plastic. We haven't stocked as much of it. It's gotten a little low, but it's great plastic for the winter because it's so flexible and gummy. In the cold, it stays a little bit more flexible. It doesn't get as hard as Champion or Star does. So we got, I think, 10 or 12 molds of G-Star plastic back in stock. That'll be on the website, hopefully over the weekend. So you want to check those out as well if you like the G-Star plastic or you're looking for something to handle the cold a little bit better. Any other questions we want to get to, Evan?
Yeah, Michael is asking a good beginner sidearm disc.
Actually, I think the Shrike might be in that category because normally, more overstable disc, you got to really crank it over when you throw a sidearm. I can actually throw this flat and it goes straight forever. Another one that I might suggest for a beginner is something maybe start with like a T-Bird or a Thunderbird. Something that's not quite as fast that you can get a little more used to. You want something a little bit more overstable the way that a forearm torques, but those two are probably a decent option to get you started. You don't want to jump quite straight to like the Enforcers and the Felons you see Ricky Wysocki throwing. You want to ease yourself in a little bit more than that.
We're having questions about the baskets behind you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on with those?
So these are, we talked about in some of our other videos, these are our Grow the Sport baskets version 2.0. We upgraded a few things. We added the second layer of chains. We solidified some of the welding points that are a lot more stable now. We killed the top hat just to make it a little cleaner. They look really nice. These are great baskets for the price. These go for $125 on our website right now. Which is a steal for the quality of basket that they are. Nice heavy chain, 2 layers of chain. You're not going to find another 2-chain basket for anywhere near this price. You want to check them out. These other chains, plastic ones on here, are a unique add-on that we just added on last week. For $3, you can add 18 more of these plastic chains in a variety of colors. I think red, blue, white, yellow, and black, and some combos of those. So if that's something you're looking for, is make your basket a little more colorful, add a little extra coolness to your backyard. Check those out. It's another option for you. Again, they're great baskets for the price. I would buy one of these in a heartbeat if I didn't have a basket of my own. They're great. And they're in the process of getting PDGA approved for tournaments, so we'll keep you in the know about that too.
All right, Zach Douglas is asking, and I'm going to assume something about Zach Douglas. He's asking about the giveaway for the baskets. Zach, we have a Facebook giveaway that we're running this February, and so we're going to be announcing the winner this week. So we're going to try to announce that tomorrow. So you'll get an email that'll show you who won, and it might give you a little, maybe a little bonus discount to buy a basket if you didn't win. So you should be notified by tomorrow if you won that basket or not. All the questions we're getting are tips from transferring from Ultimate to disc golf. The transition has been harsh for Richard, and then we also are getting questions about what kind of disc. If I love to play Ultimate, but I'm trying to start in disc golf, what's the first disc I should start with? Yeah,
I have a couple discs I normally recommend for that. And also, before we answer that question, if you haven't checked these out already, these are our Zing Pico Minis. These are specially sized to fit right over the top of pop cans. So if you've got your favorite beverage out at the course, you can plop this over the top of it so it's not spilling while it's in your bag. Or if you're at an Ultimate tournament and cans get kicked over on the sidelines, that happens sometimes. So if you take these, pop them on top of there. Evan's bringing me a can to show you. You can save your beverages, also use them as a mini marker. Another cool product, they're on the website, $2.49 a piece or 6 for $10, I think. So like I said, they pop right over, poof, keep you from spilling out, pop right off, you can keep drinking. Great little product, cool little thing. All of them are disc store stamped and in super cool colors. So while I answer that question, Evan, you want to find me a person to give a couple of these away to?
Some Pico Minis. All right.
These two right here.
We're just going to do some random stuff, so I'm not going to ask you to wait. So we're going to give one Pico Mini to Kevin Harris. Kevin Harris. Go ahead and message us on Facebook, or you can email us at service@discstore.com, Kevin, and we'll send you a Pico Mini. And then our next winner of a Pico Mini is going to be Star Wells. Star Wells, you've also won a Pico Mini. So we will send that out to you. You can claim your prize, Star, by emailing us at service@discstore.com, or you can message us on Facebook.
All right, and to get back to your question about ultimate players transitioning to disc golf, you want to find discs that have a pretty neutral flight pattern, so they don't have a high turn number or a high fade number. Because the things that are more like 0, 0, or 0, 1, or -1, 0 are going to fly a little more like an Ultra Star like you're used to. The two discs that I always direct people towards is the Mako 3 by Innova, either in Star or Champion Plastic, doesn't really matter, or the Innova Nova. They both feel a lot like Ultimate discs. The Mako especially just feels like a shrunken down Ultra Star. So they're two discs that I usually point people towards. The Glide from Discraft is a little faster fairway driver that feels a lot like an Ultimate disc in the hand. And basically anything that's like 0, 1 or 0, 0 is going to be a good disc that's going to fly similar to what you're used to using. And like, you want to stick around speed 7 or below at first. That's in general. Anyone starting in disc golf, I try to keep them at 7 or below on speed, just so you can get used to how the disc should throw, getting your form down. You start grabbing these big rim drivers, and it just messes your form. They still feel like an Ultimate disc for you. So you want to stick to something a little slower that you can use your same Ultimate grip, and as you try to learn disc golf form, it's a little bit different. It takes a little bit of practice. I still crow hop a lot as opposed to X step because I'm a former Ultimate player, or still an Ultimate player. That's my background, so it's thanks, Dom. I appreciate that. It's just something to keep your transition a little smoother. Stick to something that's a lot straighter flights, and not something that's like a boss or something that's going to look really hard for you. You want to keep something like I said, a Mako and the Nova are the two that I go to first because they fly just like an Ultimate disc. All right, we've got a couple. We've got several more. Speaking of something in that range, the rim doesn't quite feel like an Ultimate disc, but the flight path is supposed to be. I haven't gotten to throw one of these yet. These are the brand new proto stamped Wombat 3s from Innova. The numbers on them is 5, I think 6, -1, 0. So it's a really straight flying mid range. You should be able to throw it on just about whatever line you want. It's going to hold it. If you throw it flat, it should go flat, just a little bit of turn. If you turn it over, it'll hold that anhyzer, and again, if you hyzer it, it should flip up nice and go straight. It's a pretty maneuverable mid-range. It's got VTEC technology, which is this concave rim with the bead. It's supposed to be easier release. So if you have trouble grip locking your mid-ranges, this is supposed to have a little bit easier release technology. Easier to throw. It's another kind of beginner-style mid-range. We're going to get one of these out soon, too. Throw it and get a review up for you eventually. But another brand new proto stamp from Innova. Anything that's proto stamp generally holds its value pretty well. So check those out. Kind of cool swirly green one here. Some pink ones, all sorts of colors. So it's another new disc from Innova, who make great discs all the time. Check them out. Fits kind of in that same range we were talking about. This would be a nice Ultimate style flight for you. Alright, so one of the more exciting things that we have here that unfortunately you guys can't buy on the internet are these special edition discs from Dynamic Discs. So something they're doing now, we got the Proto Sheriffs in a while back and the first run Sheriffs. They're now going to do special edition runs of some of their new discs that are going to be made in a certain way that are only going to be made that way once. Then we're going to get first run editions and then the stock stamps. So this is the new putter from Dynamic Discs called the Slammer. That's in this special swirly classic plastic. They'll only be produced this way with the swirly plastic for this one time only, and each store that is part of their buyback program only gets 10. So I have 10 swirly Slammers here that we can only sell in store. We can't sell these online. So if you're in Omaha or anywhere close, hit us up in store and you can pick one of these up. This is a really sweet one. This might need to be mine. So about this putter, it's pretty overstable. It's 2202, I think is the numbers. Maybe it's 2302. I'll have to check that. It's very similar to the Caltrop that Latitude 64 just released. It's got that thumb track, which used to be unique to Innova, but now Dynamic's got a disc with it. It's got a little bit more of a bead than the Caltrop does. It isn't quite as rounded. So the Caltrop was pretty straight. This is supposed to be a little bit more overstable. So if you got a Caltrop that doesn't have quite enough fade for you, this might be something worth checking out. Also, since it's a little more overstable, it might be a little bit better driving putter than the Caltrop. Again, we'll get one of these out. Not one of these. We'll get one of their first run stamp ones out and review it once we get those in a couple of weeks. So again, if you're anywhere near Omaha, you can come in and pick one of these limited edition swirly slammers up from us for $29.89. I've already seen these selling online for like $70. So you want to come in, check those out, get a hold of them quick if you're in the Omaha area. Another cool new thing from Dynamic Discs is they just signed women's world #1, Paige Pierce, as one of their sponsored players this year. She was sponsored by them way back in the day, left for Prodigy, she finally came back. They just released her signature disc as the Lucid Convict. So they took all the Convicts they had in stock and double stamped them with her signature, which you can see right there. I'll hand one of those to Evan. So she's one of the top pros in the world. She's currently in the lead at the Memorial Championships by like 5 strokes in the second round. One of the best female players in the world. So if you're a Paige Pierce fan, you might want to pick up one of her Lucid Convicts. It's kind of been a less than popular disc, but she says it's the most underrated and probably the best mid-range, best fairway driver she's ever thrown. It's got a speed of 9, glide of 4, turn of -0.5, and a fade of 3. So it should fly pretty straight for you, then fade out at the end, especially if you're a lower power player that's not throwing felons or something like that. It fits kind of in the T-Bird-ish, a little bit faster T-Bird spot. It's a pretty nice disc. I had one in my bag for a while. I like it a lot, but she's a big fan of it. And if you're a fan of Paige Pierce, check out one of her discs, support her tour. That's a cool thing to get a hold of. Evan, we got any more questions before I hit the last couple of things we got to talk about?
Yeah, someone was asking how many discs should a normal set have, or how many should you have in your bag?
It all kind of depends on how serious you're playing and what kind of courses you got around. The more technical the course and discs, you're going to need to do different things. I carry 22 in my competition bag, and some of those only come out in very specific situations. Like there's 3 or 4 of them in my bag that are for situations where I get in trouble or weird holes where I need to do something screwy. I go 2-3 rounds without even throwing those discs. I could get away with throwing 3 or 4 in a round, and obviously I got backups for things that get lost, and just a few different versions of things. I watched a lot of in the bag videos this last week for a couple pros, and like Philo, who had the Albatross Sports Center last year, if you remember that. He actually he has about 19 discs in his bag, but he only has like 5 different molds. Like he's got 5 Star Destroyers in his bag that are just in different degrees of wear. Same thing with rocks. He got like 5 rocks in his bag in different stages of beat upness, so they all fly a little differently. I usually carry a lot of different molds because I like trying new things, but really, as far as need, you can probably cover all your bases with at most 8. But I like to carry a few different things for a couple of different situations. Depends on how much wind there is. I change some things out, if I'm wooded or not. But 4 to 5 is really going to help you cover most things. Distance drivers, mid-ranges, fairways, a couple different stabilities. But you hit around 18 or 19, you're probably covering all your bases really well.
All right, so I want to ask a few more questions, but let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway.
Yep. We have one more giveaway here at the end of the video. This is a double stamped custom wizard that we have. It's in the RFF plastics. It's nice and flexible. It's a combination of our Dragon and our Warrior Spirit discs. They put both of them on one disc, so we're gonna give that one away because we can't quite sell it. It's a little misprinted. So cool. It's a cool stamp. 2 cool stamps put on one disc. Kind of interesting thing to get away through in our box for us.
So here's what we're gonna do. Any comment from now on, you'll be entered to win this disc. So no matter what we end up talking about, you guys have till the end of this video. You get to stay through the whole time, and we're going to give away this wizard. It is a double stamped with a warrior and a dragon. So it's really cool red, really flexible wizard.
So the last couple things we have to talk about here, we got a lot of new discs in the Moonshine plastic, which is Latitude 64 and Dynamics glow plastic. So if you like playing a lot of glow rounds, you can check these out. Also, glow plastic in general tends to be a little bit more overstable and a little bit more durable than its similar plastics. So this is Lucid Moonshine. So it's going to be a little bit more overstable, have a little bit more hook back to the left for you right hand, backhand throwers. And it's going to stay that way a little longer than normal Lucid plastic. So we got the Ballista, the Renegade, and the River. So a couple of you guys asking about good drivers for transition from ultimate or just for beginners in general. The River is one of Latitude 64's best beginner drivers. It's 7.6, -1.1, I think is its numbers. So it's nice neutral, middle of the road speed for you. Nice neutral flight pattern. You can control it pretty well. It's a great disc for in the woods. But it's got this sweet like reflection stamp here. These all glow in the dark, so we got a lot of a good stack of those. So if you're playing some glow rounds, you want to check these out. We also got the Moonshine Renegades in some cool colored stamps. The Renegade is a pretty fast, pretty neutral flying distance driver. It's 11.5, -1.5, 2.5. So it's if you're ready to move up from something like a River, it's a nice step up from that. It's got a little bit more speed, so it's going to be a little bit more distance. You don't have to throw it super hard, so it's a good distance driver for low power throwers. It's got some nice turn, it'll flip up and go straight. If I throw a Renegade, I'm need to throwing it like here, so it'll pop up, go straight, and carry for a long ways. Or it's a great turnover driver if you're a better power thrower. It's a great disc. Check it out. And the Moonshine plastic will be a little more stable for you, a little more controllable. And this I'm super excited about. The Ballista is one of my go-to drivers in my bag, but they tend to get a little flippy on me after a little bit of wear. So the Moonshine plastic is going to be a little more overstable and be able to hold that for me a little longer, a little better in the wind. But the Ballista is a super fast driver. It's 14.5, -1.3. I'd say it's a little more understable than that. For me, I hyzer flip it, comes up, flies straight forever, and then always fades back really reliably. I love this disc. It's one of my favorites. And the glow plastic, it's going to be a little bit more, even more reliable, a little bit more overstable. We got a couple in this really pretty rainbow stamp that might need to go home with me.
So can you tell, we're getting people asking what brands these are.
All right, so these the Moonshine ones here are the River and the Ballista from Latitude 64, which is a Swedish company. They do all the production for Dynamic, Westside, and themselves. They make great plastic, and the Moonshine hold up really well. I like a lot of their stuff. And then the Renegade is from Dynamic Discs, which is a company out of Emporia, Kansas. And everything that they do turns out really, really well. I like the guys there a lot. They run great events. They make great plastic. They do a lot of cool stuff. They're worth checking out. Anything that's here and anything from any of those companies you can find on our site. If we have something that they make that we don't have that you want, let me know and I'll try to find it. What other questions we got before we wrap up all this? Again, all of this is brand new stuff, new in our store. The MVP stuff will be available tomorrow morning, and everything else other than the Slammers, which you can only get in store. So you Omaha people, get down here and pick these up. Anything else can be found on the website right now. Go check that stuff out. Along with, I'm going through, again, 8 boxes of brand new discs that we need to get in the inventory. So those will be up in the next couple of days.
All right, we have someone who's asked a few times, and I'm going to go ahead and make them happy now. So Mac named Dane is asking what compares to the Discraft Pulse ESP, and do we carry anything in the store?
We do have some Discraft Pulses. That's a disc that I don't see a lot and haven't thrown. I'll have to get back to you on that one because I actually don't know much about the Pulse.
All right,
but
guys.
again, I will answer some of your questions later. So if you have stuff, if you're watching this video not live, if you're not watching it live, you're not going to win any prizes, by the way. So don't comment for those. But if you're not watching it live, you can still ask questions, and I'll try to answer some of those too.
We were getting some shout-outs for the socks. Do you have the socks?
Yeah, where's the Kiko socks go? Yeah, right here. So we talked about these early in the video. These are brand new socks from Lisa P., one of the top women's ultimate players in the world. They are specially designed for playing Ultimate. They got some really nice cushion in the heel and in the toe here, with some breathable areas right underneath your arch. They feel great. Mira and Evan have been wearing them at League the last couple of weeks, and they absolutely love them. They come in all these cool colors, which I assume there are going to be more colors coming out eventually. But some pretty sweet socks with the penguin on them. Check these out on our website at $11.89, I think is what they're going for.
Yep.
All sorts of sizes with a sizing chart, and all 4 of these colors are available on the website in every size. Check them out; they're gonna be super cool. Also on the website, we have our winter clearance sale. So most of our long sleeve apparel from this winter and any of our Christmas or winter related discs are all on sale. This hoodie is on sale for $10 off. It's a great hoodie. You need to check it out. It's super warm. As you can tell, I'm having to pull up the sleeves because it's too warm. All that stuff's on sale on the website right now through the weekend.
Is that 100% polyester?
I think so, Evan.
Yeah. Is that performance?
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
Okay, we got Trevor Luna is asking, can
Hey,
he
Trevor.
pay a UPS driver to come into the store and buy a slammer? That's a good question. That's a good question,
Trevor, as much as I want you to keep buying from the disc store, you should check with your local disc golf store, and hopefully I have some in there, and try to do it that way. Support your local store as well as supporting the disc store.
All right, the winner of the double stamped
You still have
Warrior Wizard, which I'll show you again.
Warrior Dragon.
Sorry, Warrior Dragon Wizard. So we got a Warrior stamp, we've got the Dragon stamp on an RFF Wizard. The winner is Sid Graves. Sid Graves. Thanks for commenting. Sid, you need to email us at service@discstore.com, or you can message us on Facebook to claim your prize, and we will get this disc out to you. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure and click on our winter clearance section to get at least $7 off on anything in that section. Check out these new discs. Some of these are going live. You say tomorrow on some
Tomorrow,
of these?
all the MVP and Axiom stuff I can't put on the website till tomorrow morning. So as soon as I get here, you can get those, including the sweet Skullboy limited edition stamp. Again, these are 1 of 1,000. Check those out. And then we got a giant restock that I'm still digging through of Innova, Legacy, Prodigy, Dynamic, and Latitude 64 and Westside, and all those, and Innova. So pretty much everybody, I've got brand new restock in that we should be digging through this weekend and getting on the website. So anything you're looking for disc golf wise, if you have it. If we don't, let me know and we'll get it for you.
Also, check out these stamps that we came out with. So this is, if you haven't seen these yet, we've got the Warrior Spirit Wizard, we've got a Dragon Wizard. So we've got those in a few different flexes from Gateway. So make sure and check those out on our site as well. Those are on sale right now. Thanks
Again,
everyone for watching. Make sure and follow us, and thanks for commenting.
See you guys next time.